Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Fox United here, and welcome back to a brand new video and yet another exploration video for you guys today here on the channel. Today, we're going to be exploring what the new Qatar circuit looks like on F1 23. If you end up enjoying today's video, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And hey, if you want to see all of the circuits explored on F1 23, put it in the comment section down below, and I will go ahead and explore all of the circuits on this game. But let's go and explore Qatar though and see what it has to offer, because it's a brand new circuit and we want to have a little bit of a nose and see what they've been up to. Have they been clever? Have they been smart? Have they been racist? Well, we'll find out. And as you can see via the landscaping, there's not really, in terms of the outer perimeter of Qatar, there's not a lot for us really to go through and uncover compared to Vegas. So expect this video to be shorter than the one in Vegas, but it is what it is. So we'll give it our best shot, but of course, let's get straight to work then. So, first things first, we've got the helicopter man over there, but we're going to go into the paddock and see what they've done with it. Have they made it snazzy? Have they made it jazzy? Well, first things first, nice little touch to the umbrellas. They've actually put them in the colours of the Qatar flag. Speaking of the Qatar flag, there it is. I think that's the flag of Qatar anyway. Otherwise, I'm just going to get it wrong. Spanish flag as well, because I guess why not? But we've obviously got a lot of the fans. She and he are having amazing time supporting. Let's have a look quickly what they're supporting. Clearly, there's confrontation here between Mike and James. James is on the left and Mike is on the right. Mike, you can see, is looking a little bit upset that he's lost his keys, and James is trying to defend his case, and he's also defending his plums, because, of course, they are in grave danger in a fight when it is man v man. Anyway, we've got some nice tables and chairs there, and we're just going to leave the crowd to kind of do their own thing, really, but we need to do our own thing. Now, obviously, when you have a crash in F1, you need to go to the medical centre. And as you can tell, as I'm just quickly adjusting where my microphone is placed, this is the medical centre. So what are we saying then? How much infrastructure have they got? As you can see, nothing. So there's nothing that you can do. If you're injured in a race in Qatar, I can confirm that you will die. And there is nothing that can be done to save you. So my most sincere apologies, but it is what it is. We've got a couple of helipads, mind, so I'm just going to take a quick little gander. Oh, yes. Look at my guy. This man is ready to fly. He's the type of person that you just look to and go, oh, that's my pilot. We've got the rescue helicopters. Of course, if anyone has a crash, they can obviously land them here. Oh, they're all rescue helicopters. Why did it look different from the other side? Never mind. And then there's the other rescue helicopter over there. Okay, like I said, they all come into the medical centre, which, as you can see, has literally been navigated out like it's a maze, really. But as I said, there's nothing inside. So if you do have a crash and you require immediate surgery to reattach your arm, you will die. Now, let's look into the car park here. A couple of tents that are just, well, here, and, you know, nice and visible. But we've got a circuit here. We've got a little bit of a circuit pictured out in the car park. So what we're going to do in full fine fashion is, first of all, are there any spectators? No. I'm going to do a lap of this now. Now, this might trip out your eyes when you're watching this, because I'm going to be moving at high speed, but bear with me. So we're going to go into pole position here. Like, oh dear. That's not very good. Oh no, they're a bit glitchy. Basically, I can tell you what this is because I've designed and developed games myself, and I've had this issue multiple times when things like this happen. So what they've done is they've basically put textures on top of each other, and they haven't basically balanced it out. So what they've tried to do is, I don't quite know what the texture is underneath. Basically, it's too close to each other to the point where they're literally glitching and overlapping on top of each other, these two planes, and it creates this very daunting effect of that, which is a little bit silly. But we're going to line up in pole position, though, and it's lights out and away we go. We've jumped the start, and we've got a drive-through penalty. In towards turn 1 now, take a nice exit round the outside here, flying it through into turns 3 and 4. Really need the downforce to flick it into 5. Back end steps out like you're playing Tokyo Drift. And then we go in towards T6. And we've gone a little bit wide there. Track limits has been exceeded. And then through towards turn 7. And then a flick into T8. Oh my god, now we're really going into the twisty section of the circuit. 9. And then down towards turns 10. A little bit of a flick for 11 to set yourself up for the hairpin of turn number 12. Then we've got turns 13 and 14. No real problems with that. Now we enter into the last corner here, down in towards turn 15. Now, we're not doing that. We're going straight on and across the start-finish line, and obviously the pit lane is on that side. Turn 15 corners, that was there, of that specific circuit. I have no idea what layout I did. Oh yeah, it would have been that. But there is the circuit there. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you believe this circuit should be called. You get to name it, because I don't really have a name for it. There's another one over there, so we'll give that one a go in a second. And like I said, so we've got a couple more tents here. Oh, God, a bit too far under. A couple more tents around. What else have we got? What else can really intrigue me and bring me some exploration genesis? We've got some people here that are, like I said, very happy to be there. I'm very glad. I wish I was paid to go there. Now, we got the main center stage. Look at that. And they also forgot to put the rest of the F1 logo in. We've just got the top of the F. So that's a little bit depressing. Whether it lights up at night, I don't know. I haven't done this exploration video at night. You know, I can obviously go. You know, the Qatar Grand Prix is a night race. That's the one I'm trying to get out there. But I've obviously set it to the daytime to do this because otherwise, I've done an exploration video before in the night. It just doesn't work well. You just can't really see much. So here we are on stage. I'm gonna make a joke now. I'm gonna be a comedian. My subscriber count, because it just keeps going down. There's nothing else about that. But you can make it go up by subscribing. Okay, so do it. Now, let's do some more exploring though. And second to second, where's the other little mobile circuit in the car park? So that was circuit 1 that we just did a second ago. Let's go to circuit number 2 and see what that's trying to say. So, up we go. Whoop. And ooh, this one's a bit longer. That's what she said. Now, the problem is there's a lot of cones in the way, but I think we can get away with the circuit. So here we go then for race number 2. Here at the Qatar Street, I don't know. Right, lights out and away we go. So it was a good start from us here. Off the line, we're going to fling in towards turns 1 and 2. And then loop round 3. And now we go onto the straight here. Down towards turn 4. We can't go that way, so we're going to go turn 5 and then flick it through 6. And now onto the long back straight here. Great overtaking maneuver down the inside into turns number 7. That's a pretty sharp corner. But then it stretches out through C8 and then flicks us into 9 and then a hefty turn 10 with a flick to 11 and then a drop into 12. And then we're going to loop round here to turn 13. Go this way for 14, 15 and then 16. Down towards turn 17. And then we're going to hard left it into 18 and then around 3, 19 and 20. And then we got T21. We're not going into the pits because we have got a life. And then we're going to go right down the straight here, down across the start-finish line, and bam! There we go. Check that out. What a lap there. And we'll get a nice bird's eye view of this circuit in its entirety. There it is. And that is the F1 23, whatever you want to name that circuit. There's a lot of different variants. It's like Paul Ricard, apart from no one wants to go there anymore because we're not going there anymore. So, nevertheless though, that was a little bit of fun. Hope you enjoyed that. Now, back to action. Again, we've got multiple, I mean, here's how you get into the podium. It's all caged off, and then you celebrate. That's basically it. Nothing else more for you to do there. We've got some more fans enjoying their time, having a great experience, loving life, really celebrating it out. They are enthusiastic as ever. We've got plenty of flags in motion here, and you can kind of envision yourself. Oh wait, hang on, are they floating? We're getting a bit distracted. Yeah, the chairs and tables are a little bit higher than what you'd expect. I don't want to be inappropriate here, ladies and gentlemen, but there is. Oh, I thought. All right, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't being inappropriate. I thought this chair leg was. And it is. This chair leg here has, well, it's inserted itself very much into that poor man. There's no other real way of saying that. What else can we look at? What else can we nose at? What else can we freedom ride at? A couple of screens here where you can watch me exploring. That's amazing. We love to see it. We love to see it. Where else can we go? To be honest, apart from the big building, which I'm intrigued in, there's not really that much to look at, if I'm being honest. And obviously what I'm interested in is what this is over here. If you're from Qatar, you will know exactly what this is. If you're not from Qatar, you'll not know what this is, which is me. So I'm going to make my way over and fight you absolute bugger. Let's just put me... I've done this multiple times where you're doing a race and you get put back into the bounds of the circuit, and now I can't get out. Bear with me. Okay, I have made it. I've returned. Now, what have we got in store then? So we can either go in the doors or we can go up the stairs. And you know what we're going to do? We're going up the stairs. And we're going to nose out into the palm trees, into the desert, and view this building, which, like I said, I have absolutely no idea what it is. So you can let me know in the comments, or I could literally just stop this video and find out what it is. But as you can see, we've got a nice path that we can take here. That's if you're doing maintenance work only, okay? Apart from when you're doing a me and you're just circling around it. So, is there anything inside the building? Absolutely. It actually looks a little bit trippy from there. Do you know what? It genuinely looks like this could be the roof of the building. Just have it all in glass pane. Because that's just something that I know the Middle Easterns would do and just make work. Because, let's face it, the Middle East have got some absolutely banging buildings. Anyway, oh, balls. I was wondering why I couldn't move my controller around, but there we go. Less than ideal, but we move. And we've obviously got a tent there that you can use, basically if you're too hot. And that is all of that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick little exploration of this Ferris wheel over here. I think we're going to have a look at the paddock and see what that's like. And then I'm thinking that because, let's face it, not all of us really have Qatar on our bucket list of circuits to go to first, we need to find out, if you are going to go to Qatar for the Qatar Grand Prix, which grandstand should you sit at? And of course, well, I can literally just go into the grandstand, so I'll know the view. It's great. But here is the Ferris wheel. It consists of a nice ticket off it. Oh wow, they've actually like properly... I thought they'd literally just dunk a Ferris wheel here and then just be done with it. But they've actually done like a proper entrance and queue ramp and thing by there. But of course, as per me, I'm going to skip the queue. I'm going to skip the... For God's sake! Right, so use my other controller, which has got my rechargeable batteries in them, and now I won't have a problem, and this video can no longer be stopped. As you can see, once again, though, we've got a Ferris wheel where if you wanted to kill yourself, you can, because you could just walk off. It's not exactly secure. And there's, again, another little grandstand by here. As you can see, they're all celebrating. The only thing that they're not celebrating is the fact that when they go back to their hotels, not only will they be sweating because they're in the middle of the desert, but they're going to have to get all of the sand out of their shoes. And that is a real shame. So unfortunate for them, my guy is either doing one of two things here. He's either celebrating that he's made it to Qatar, or he's opened up both of his arms to either do one of two things. Let some air underneath light pits, or he's giving them a cheeky little sniff and seeing if he remembers to put deodorant on, and if he hasn't, he stinks. So that is a real shame for him. Rest in peace to you, as you are doing what looks to be some form of cultist salute, my friend. He looks like he's ready to go to war and he's building up a revolution. Maybe all those people are going to join him. Oh, a couple of checkered flags there. Checkered flags that have nothing in them. And again, with this, it has nothing in it at all. Nothing around for us to see. And we now will continue on our trek, on our journey. Is there any racetracks in the car park? In this big car park? Massive one. That has no... No, it doesn't. It has no racetrack. That's a shame. We want racetracks in the car park. Oh, these are some fancy entrances into the grandstands. We've got a British flag for once, at least. There's another unfinished F1 stage. Now, all I want to know is... Let's go the loop-de-loop. Take me up. Take me into my seat. This feels like the outskirts of like either the San Siro or the Etihad Stadium, which only of one of those have I been to, which is the Etihad. But we then go into our grandstands. This is what it looks like then on the start-finish straight. Oh, look at that. We've got great views there of the Alpine Garage. Of course, part of the French Revolution. If you haven't seen those videos and that series that I'm doing on this game, be sure to go check it out. But this is pretty much what what's that? Oh, just the number 9. This is basically what your start-finish straight would look like. You basically get all of that. It's a little bit tricky to see all the way up to turn 1. Excuse me. Bloody hell, it's turn 1. Especially if you're sort of down here. Obviously, IRL, I don't believe this is here. And if it is, ouch. But you kind of got a decent view, I suppose. It's not the end of the world. Now, let's just keep pressing onwards here. Who's this? Who's this Donny that's waving a yellow flag? He's clearly got a little bit crazy. And he's not even waving it out of the fence, which is a little bit of a rookie error. But I digress. Let's go to the next grandstand, wherever that is. There's another one waving a yellow flag. These are all just desperate for yellow flags. Oh, the grandstand can... Wait, does it, like, stop at some point then? Oh, wait, no, it's just, like, 2 different grandstands. So what if you were sat here, then? What if you were in this position? Because, effectively... Now, obviously, wary, you will have a stronger zoom in than this, but check this out. You have them breezing out of the pit lane, like one of the Mercedes is over there, and then flying it now down in towards the first corner. What about this bit, though? This is some juicy paddock access that these Donnies have got here. But we can go all the way. Is there anything in these buildings before I miss out on anything? No, but I can see through them. So, you know, if you get a bit warm, you can just tuck yourself in there. See, this is what I don't understand, right? Now, this is probably not true. And this is probably not part of the game itself. Ooh, that's quite fancy. Hey, let me in there. I'll have some of that. Nice. Yeah, we'll take some of that. Glass view. Thing is, right, is I don't understand grandstands like this. Now, like I said, it probably doesn't go to this. I don't know, because obviously I haven't been here. But, like, sitting like by here, I mean, you do actually get a fair bit, but you just sort of, you kind of realistically want to be here. Not obviously where the van's in the way, but so you can see them run towards turn 1. You just got a bit of a better feel of it. My God, don't they have a lot of, what's it called? Gravel traps in the way. That doesn't bother me. I'm just going to go underneath the gravel trap. That's not a problem for me. And I'm out the other side. Job done. What about the interior of the circuit here as they make their way through? That's a nice way to see a car flying on through. And this big building is quite big. Are there any stairs? No, it's just there with that. Nice flooring, though, they put on there. Some vinyl flooring. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, oh, hang on a second. Let's get... Oi, 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 hold the phone. We have got a pool that they've put water textures in, unlike in Miami, where they decided not to. However, this pool is, well, it doesn't have any water. It's sort of been dug, and it's not there. Which does actually beg the question. This car parking space is a little bit dangerous, because... Actually, it goes a little bit, it overflows a bit here. It's a bit floating, but if you're parking, you're a bit silly. You don't quite have any reversing sensors, so you might just fall in and crash. So don't do that. Park on the other side. It's probably a wise choice for you to do. And there's also a bridge here, which is quite fancy if you wanted to, get from A to B. But, jokes aside, we've basically done a lap now of where we are. I'll go, right behind the paddock and look at the main buildings in a second. Let's go up and try and find... Do you know what? I was about to say, let's go and find some grandstands. There aren't any. Where are the fans going to... Oh, here's some. I was about to say, the fans have got, no access at all. I get it. I completely understand. It's a track in the middle of... Oh, no, don't do that. I'll be out of the circuit then. There we go. I know it's a track in the middle of nowhere, but at least give you somewhere to sit, do you know what I mean? So, from here, you've got a nice view of them coming out of that section where you sort of flick... onto that point, great explanation from me. This is a decent view to see them going through, and then you can actually get them on the flyby. So if you sat here, not only can you see them going through here, but then as they turn through here, you can literally turn, and that thing's in the way, but you can see them sort of flinging through there. So you kind of got a nice view of it as they make their way through the rest of the circuit. What about these guys over here? What have you got to offer? What do you have that all the other grandstands don't have? What's your view like? Rubbish. They really don't. You don't have anything from here. Don't sit in this one if it exists. It's not really worth it. You really won't have anything to see. And that's the final sector. That's the circuit that I can't go in bounds to. And that's... Oh, there's another pool there. So that's kind of cool. Yep, okay, there are literally no other grandstands left. That's a little bit of a shame. Another pool, another water texture. Oh, is our screen going to turn blue? No. If I have an editing feature, I'll make it blue, but most likely I'll forget that I even said that. So, as you can see, some more buildings in there. We've got another, what was that? I thought it was like a bathtub or something then. Now we've got a nice truck here that's, you know, ready on standby to take people to the medical centre so they can die. And then, is this a petrol station? It is. Oh, is it an electric charging point? What does it... Ah, never mind. I'm asking myself the question, is it an electric charging point or a petrol station? No, it's petrol. What we can't do, though, is don't leave the vehicle whilst fueling. Switch off the engine. Do not smoke. Do not use your mobile phone. So make sure that you're using that. We have a public announcement here. I'm going to try and, like... Oh, God, I can't read it. It's too blurry. Oh, bugger. What if I, like, zoom out like this and then zoom in on that piece? Would it be easier for me to read, or is it going to be blurry? Nah, it's too blurry. That's annoying. I wish I knew what it said. If you've screenshotted it, let me know in the comments what it says. I'm telling you a lot of things to do in the comments, but, you know, that's what they're there for. Oh, well. We can't see what it says, but at least you can fill up with some petrol, which obviously a lot of people are doing. So refueling is back in Formula 1 because it's right there. So enjoy it. Bit of fire and rescue. If you want to be a fire and rescue human being. And an ambulance by there. And some more celebratory humans. Now into the main paddock. I think I've been in the main paddock, but I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It's all about exploring. We can go wherever we want, however we want. We've got the Paddock Club. I've got myself exclusive access here to that. I'm not going in her breast. I'm sorry about that. We're going in here. And, oh, yeah, this is the proper Paddock Club now with all the red carpet on there. Some absolutely beautiful vibes here. Beautiful vibes. One day in my life, I would love... Genuinely, I'd be so elated and just feel like my life is complete if I had, like, a Paddock Club type of stand where I'm literally standing here, I'm watching cars on the track, and then there's cars just coming out the pit lane directly below me. Honestly, it would be a dream of mine for that to happen, as this is now not allowing me to go where I want to go. That's obviously all the garages. We've been through those in Vegas. We know what they're doing. Where's the podium stand here in Qatar? Where is it? I want to stand on it. I want to feel special. I'm gonna have to go up a little bit so I can see it. Where's the podium? Is that it? Where is it? Oh, no, there it is. It's right there. Okay, that makes sense. Get me... Oh, what? That's annoying. Oh, wait, actually, it's not that annoying. I can just go on it right here. There we go. Perfect. Right, here is the podium for the F1 23 Qatar Grand Prix. And, of course, I am the best, so I'm going to put myself P1. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, is what the podium would look like if you were standing on it. And you had your champagne, you had your mechanics and everyone down low, and you had the fans running to boo you because you dominate every single Grand Prix. But guys, that is pretty much it for exploring Qatar in F1 2023. It's not really a big circuit. Well, it's a big circuit. It's just there's not really much to explore. It's quite bland. But at the end of the day, it's out in the middle of the desert. What do you expect? But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And like I said, if you want me to go ahead and explore every single circuit on the F1 calendar, all you've got to do is drop a like and let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do just that. But for now, guys, I am going to give you a nice brief overlook of the circuit, and I will see you for the next one. Take care, all guys. Peace.